Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Passport Nomad, and before we move on to today's video, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to help support this channel so you can keep up with all my latest content. Now for today's content. Today we will discuss some tips on dating a Filipina, what to look for in certain situations when dating a Filipina, some advice when dealing with a potential red flag when dating a Filipina, and some tricks, scams, or signs your Filipina may play on you. Of course, as always, not all Filipinas are like this. As I stated in most videos, this content is not intended to bully nor generalize a whole country's women as the same. This video is just to make those aware that these things being mentioned not only pertain to dating in the Philippines, but can also be applied as normal common sense dating situations anywhere. So please watch the whole video to understand what is being said. Let's have a conversation by leaving your thoughts in the comments section. Today, this information comes from a Filipina on TikTok who goes by the name Smart Girl Philippines, as she breaks down the topics covered in this video. So with that said, let's see what she has to say about our first topic.
What's the worst Filipino dating app? All of them. Here's why. Catfishing, scams, gold diggers, freelancers, bots, old profiles, doom scrolling, and beautiful Filipinas are dangled in front of you who will never meet you in real life. So, if you want to meet a Filipina, just come to the Philippines and meet someone in real life. Don't waste your time on dating apps. One real date with a Filipina is better than chatting with 100 Filipinas on a dating app.
I agree with her. I have been saying this for years as well. Today's online dating services are known for being filled with scammers and dishonest people. This is why I don't trust dating sites. You never know who you're really talking to, even if they show themselves through video calling. Plus, so many people have fallen victim to scams where the scammer asks you for money. Why would you send money to someone you've never met in real life, face-to-face yet? It makes no sense, but that's what scammers prey on, to gain your trust and gain your bank finances. Please leave your thoughts in the comments.
A foreigner comes to the Philippines and meets a beautiful Filipina. They spend 2 weeks together and he falls in love with her. He tells her that he'll be back in 6 months and doesn't want her to have to work or worry about money while he's gone, so they can be together. When he's gone, her Filipino boyfriend moves in with her. They're both happy because they don't have to work, while a foreigner pays the bills. She learns his schedule and does her best to make him feel love from afar. When he returns, she clears her schedule for him, and the cycle continues. If she's really shrewd, she'll add more sponsors' boyfriends to increase the cash flow. In some way, it's not a scam because he's a willing participant in the fantasy. So guys, be smart and be cautious with long-distance relationship with Filipinas.
In a way of speaking, it may not seem like a scam, but either way, it's still dishonest activity. Someone is being used believing that they're in a serious relationship while paying for someone else's lifestyle who doesn't even love them. Does this sound familiar? This happens worldwide, including in the USA. However, who falls in love with anyone after knowing them for just 2 weeks and decides to pay the other person's rent, bills, and so on from the other side of the planet? This is why I don't do long-distance relationships. I don't consider it a realistic relationship because you are not there with your partner. Trust has to be built over time with anyone, or else you might be wasting your time and money on a stranger who never loved you. Please leave your thoughts in the comments.
Filipinas may try to trick you into thinking they're pregnant or that the baby is yours. One scam involves her getting pregnant with her Filipino boyfriend and then sleeping with you as soon as possible. She'll tell you she's pregnant to get you to think the baby is yours, to get you to pay for it. So, use caution when dating new Filipinas that you don't know very well. And if this happens to you, you must get a DNA test to confirm that baby is yours.
This is just one of the risks you as a foreigner single male could end up taking when you party a little too much and end up sleeping with a female you just met. Unfortunately, in this scenario, she already is pregnant by her actual boyfriend, who may even be a part of the scheme to get money out of you by saying the baby is yours. It's even worse if she is married and planned this out with her husband, in which now they can threaten to have you arrested. On the other hand, this goes without saying, but if you're not ready for the responsibility of having a baby, use the head above your shoulders and use protection. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't end up getting drunk and wasted with a stranger you just met, only to wake up being accused of getting them pregnant or worse, SA. There are cases of this happening to people from different countries and ages. If you have anything else to add to this or a story to share, please leave it in the comments.
The only power a Filipina has when she's not with you is through her phone. She will use unsent messages, passive-aggressive messages like enjoy or have fun, sad messages or emergency messages to get a response from you. If you don't reply right away, she will shame or guilt you. She does this for one simple reason, because it usually works. So you take away her power when you don't play her game. If you reply to her, it just teaches her to continue manipulating you in that way.
All females don't do this, but there are many worldwide, not just in the Philippines, that do things like this. It coincides with the things a low-value woman will do to get her way or get something out of you by shaming and guilting you by use of these tactics. They will even use it to try to manipulate arguments. The best defense for this is not to play her games and stand firm on your decision not to answer her back. Just end the relationship and find someone better who is not out to play games, use you, and waste your time. Again, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this in the comments.
Here's some simple tests to see if a Filipina is a gold digger. Don't offer to help her financially if she brings up family problems and see what happens. Tell her you can't pay for her friends at dinner and see how she responds. Give her 1,000 pesos to buy something that costs 500 pesos and see if she brings you change. Tell her you meet her at the club, but show up late so she has to pay her own way in. Don't give her any money for the first month of dating and see if she loses interest.
It may seem a bit harsh at first, but in some cases this is necessary when it comes to vetting any female you choose to date. There are many guys who meet a female and within a week are already being hit up for money before really getting to know who he is dating. They may start off small, asking for a load for their phone. Then it becomes an emergency, a birthday, an incident where they need to pay a bill, another family emergency, so on and so forth, and it will have no end. It will seem like every week they have to ask or hint you for money for something. Think hard about this one, guys. You just met this person and they are already asking you for money consistently. What are your thoughts on this one?
If a Filipina tells you she has to leave for a few days to visit her uncle in Manila, it's probably a lie. This is an excuse that some Filipinas use if they're gonna go meet another guy. Of course, she's not going to Manila and there is no uncle. And any attempt to challenge her on the story will only be met with pretending that she's hurt that you don't believe her. So, if you hear this lie, just say awesome and tell her have fun with her uncle while find a new Filipina to date.
Being in a relationship with a liar is definitely a big red flag, regardless if it's a female or a male partner. In this case, you may be living with her in the Philippines or have been dating for a while. You may know or feel by their actions that something is definitely not adding up her. Don't be controlling. Don't be the type to hold someone who you may feel is cheating on you captive. Cheating is not a mistake. It's a choice the other person made by themselves. If they were actually faithful to you and wanted to keep your trust along with the relationship, they would communicate that with you to work things out. However, if they were being dishonest, then they obviously don't have respect for your feelings nor your relationship with them. Let them go and move on with your life. Do you agree? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Well, that's about all I have for today. On that note, this is the end of the video. Please, if you have anything else to add, a story to share, or any thoughts, please leave in the comments or write to passportnomad17@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to please subscribe, like, and share. This is Passport Nomad signing out.